Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Thursday, October 5th, 2017. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. As of right now, we're officially less than 48 hours away from kicking off what feels like is going to be an insane weekend out at the Kuwait Pro, where it looks like 212 fans will have their next chance to check out second-year star Milan Sadek. Late last week, Sadek announced that he was planning to bring his talents to the Kuwait Pro stage for the first time in his career, where he'll look to build on a strong top 6 Olympia outing. Outside of Ricardo Correa, Sadek has been one of the most exciting new talents in the division this year, and closing out 2017 with a win in front of a raucous crowd out at the Middle East Mecca would certainly be the cherry on top of a truly outstanding sophomore season. I heard Tony Robbins say once that push can only take you so far. In order for you to achieve your full potential, you have to find your true purpose and let the sheer force of it pull you into greatness. And I think it's a safe bet to say that Sadik Hadzovic is feeling the force right about now. Fresh off a dynamic Olympia weekend that saw him put together the best overall look of his career, one of the deadliest forces in the classic physique division isn't wasting any time getting back to the grind. Over the weekend, Sadik was spotted blasting his way through a completely insane shoulder workout as he looks to take full advantage of his post-show rebound. Despite maybe not finishing as high as he would have liked, the level of conditioning and density that Sadik brought to the Olympia stage was unlike any he's ever brought to the table. So if he can put together another one of those A+ off seasons, a top 5 or better Olympia finish next year is something that easily comes within striking distance. The great Vince Lombardi once said, "There's no shame in falling. It's only a shame if you don't get back up." Well, almost a year removed right now from falling victim to a very tough knee injury, 212 powerhouse Chris Tuttle seems like he's picking right back up where he left off. Late last week, new progress photos emerged of a 235-pound Tuttle sporting some pretty impressive off-season conditioning, which has to be considered an encouraging sign if you're a Chris Tuttle fan. Back when he was healthy and at his peak of his powers, we saw Tuttle put together a couple of really strong performances during his rookie season. And as long as he can manage to stay injury-free, I don't see any reason why a new and improved Chris Tuttle can't step right back in and have an immediate impact. In the immortal words of former 76ers GM Sam Hinkie, sometimes you just gotta trust the process. But thankfully for him, Branden Ray seems like a trust the process kind of guy. Early Monday morning, members of the Ray camp leaked some video from his latest shoulder session where we see the longtime vet carving in a few creative details. Over the past few years, Ray's been a guy who's hit his stride during the waning weeks of the season. And if he can just find a way to crank up his conditioning a few notches, he could easily find himself sliding nicely into a couple of top 5 finishes before the year's end. Rule number 6 in Dave Palumbo's Guide to Success in Life and Bodybuilding states that there is no tomorrow, only today. And I guess second-year figure pro Ellen Berg just so happens to agree. After spending most of her season operating behind the scenes, lately the Norwegian native has been starting to make her presence felt. The progress photos we've seen coming out of Team Berg over the last few weeks have been all sorts of impressive, highlighting the level of work and attention to detail she's been pushing into her training over the last year and change. From a structural standpoint, you can see that Berg already has some nice raw materials at her disposal. So as long as she can stay consistent, she can end up being someone who opens up a few eyes some point during the 2018 season. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.